Hello, people. As you can see, we're doing something different. I found this fan game for Ace Attorney, so we're doing that. I don't know what it's about. I saw it on YouTube, and then here we are. That's what happens when you do things. Yes, it's this small too. I don't get it. It's murder, I believe. Is it murder? I don't know. Oh, fully animated too. Holy shit. Oh, where am I? A kidnapping instead? Question mark? Oh, hi there. Are you gonna murder? I remember you. You're... Is it murder? I don't know. Did they actually get murdered? Oh, it was just a dream. Something over there? Oh, okay. Yo, it's someone's birthday. Yeah, this is actually interesting. It's fully animated too, which is interesting. I don't know why. Oh, I am a woman. Good to know. Court will now be in the trial for Kazumi. The prosecutor is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Are you sure about the defense? Yeah, I know I don't sound ready. I've heard it before. Look, I'm just a little nervous, that's all. Don't forget to breathe, Your Honor, Mei. I would propose we let the defense start trial. Good idea. Press will help the or it could be a total disaster. Very well then. Defendants, tell us who the victim is in this case. Use, come on, so you know this one. The victims in this case. That's the victim. Okay, cool. I got it. That would be her, Your Honor. Your boobs are very big, Your Honor. Very good. I at least knew a match. I mean, I did say much myself not 15 minutes ago. Next question. What is the crime? I think it's murder, right? Setback during a laced a loaf of bread. Okay, no, not murder. The crime? Don't you forget, didn't you? Of course not. I just having a moment of non-rememberingness. Everything will be in the court records. Don't forget this. Let's try it. Murdering with choking. Laced bread. According to crime, there's a loaf of bread was laced with mustard. That's it? Laced with mustard? Ha, this isn't so hard. That's good. Who's the detective in this case? I don't know. What? Oh. What's with this question? That's too hard. Oh, you need my help again? Okay, look. If pressing R on the cardboard you check profile has never been involved. Oh. My client, the detective, is you. Okay, cool. Thank you. Alright then. The detective in this case is... Thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm really bad with names. You're... Okay, thank you. It says here that Kiana... Katana-san is the detective. So it would appear. It looks like you're ready to go. Man, I've got this. Since the defense is undeniable ready, I suppose it's time for the prosecutor to present its opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. From what we know, the incident occurred approximately 3:30 p.m. at March 1st, which was yesterday. For those who aren't aware, March 1st happens to be the victim's birthday. And at the time of the incident, the victim was found with this basket of bread left in front of her locker for her birthday. Okay, got some of it. Ooh, double-brained bread filled with cream. Was it? Looks tasty. It's like pizza just got out of court. Better remember to check it out. Naturally, the victim unwrapped one of the loaves and bit into it. Unfortunately for her, the loaf she chose apparently had to be the one with laced with an extreme amount of spicy mustard. Okay, we should check the evidence, shall we? Check. There's 3! Okay, there is 3. Good to know, good to know. There's 3, That could be the point in the chase. Sarah panicked and wanted to start. Pressed to read, ruin her makeup as well as the rest of her day. And she's taking this really serious. For the amount of mustard in the loaf, we conduct was active sabotage. The most was irritable. The court agrees. This doesn't look good. The judges are agreeing with San. Well, the question raised, why would anyone get an enemy out of the victim? Or not, Your Honor. Please take a look at this. Appears to be some sort of journal. Correct. This is the defendant's diary, retrieved from her locker. Gulp. I got a bad feeling about this. The entry of our almost insurance case. According to the date, entry was wrote at 12:05 p.m. on March 1st, shortly before the crime. Right, I just saw Emma's for the first time today. She looks too cute. Cuter than Kasumi. I suspected. Sounds obvious. She wrote that? Huh. She knows to put extra for my bed code today. Damn it. Why would she have to write that? She's really hating herself here today. Where did I get from? I think everyone's clear. The quote Kazumi is known for being a prankster. Did what Kazumi does best. The pressure present the following narrative. What occurred used to sift out of sabotage envy. A prey gone too far, if you will. Order. Well, that case seems to be open and shut. We have 3 things: an opportunity for the crime, a motive, and evidence. Would it be too opposed to handing down a verdict right now? That's it? I didn't even get to do anything yet. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for a guilty verdict. But wouldn't you say that would be too easy? When did she get so arrogant? She looks like she really embraced the role of prosecutor. No, not Edgeworth, not again. There are no arrogant prosecutors, you know. What was found? You third person, Kana-chan, to begin the scene of the crime at 4:15 p.m. The basket of bread was right there on the ground in front of the locker. Kamacho's diary was later found in her locker, so we had to promote it. The basket of bread had Kamacho's name written on it, so we concluded that could only have been her. What? I see. All of this lines up with the previous establishment, as suspected. Thank you for your testimony, witness. Now, defense. Cross-examine if you dare. Cross-examine? This is it, Yu-chan. Cross-examine the defense is a chance to attack. Defense attack. Right. How does it go again? Well, think of it this way. If stands were done for. Everything she has incriminated that means you're to point out a contradiction in the Kasumi's testimony. Contradictions? People are flawed. Testimonies are not always being accurate, whether it's on purpose or by mistake. I need to breathe. If Kazumi-chan's was totally innocent, then the evidence should be contradicted with this testimony somehow. If you find a statement that contradicts a piece of evidence, you will have opened the courtroom records to present the evidence. Okay, I think I get it. You're really good at this. You should totally be a prosecutor or something. No thanks, I don't have the heart. Well, this is it then. My first cross-examination as a school attorney. I don't know how I got here. Alright, let's do this. Oh, I can't use my emotions. Okay. Let's look at the court records. Click enter the weird. Crime took place at that time. Success was handed. Okay, thank you. Get a load of this, Your Honor. I see. Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to see. In that case, get a load of this penalty. Just sure you're impressed by that evidence. How? How can you, get the... Okay, whatever. I guess I was wrong. That's just right there in front of the locker. Comes to a job is later found in a locker, so should we have a motive? Let's look at this check. She looks so cuter. Wait, where does it have her name, Your Honor? Okay, I got the wrong evidence. My bad, but... Objection! Witness, can you explain something to me? Where exactly do you see this defendant's name on this basket? You don't see it right there on the label. Huh? It's not here. That's right. Basket's from an anonymous person. Anonymous? Defendant's right. There's no way to be found in this basket. Way to go, Yu-chan. Good eye. That's weird. Kai-chan wonders how she missed that. Maybe you were reading it with your eyes closed? That's mean. Sorry, that came out wrong. So the meaning of this. Basket can't be any one of thousands of students from the school. Prosecutor estimates completely circumstantial. Well, looks like you did study hard after all. Give me some credit here. Not bad defense. You might be sharper than we thought. That was an easy one, wasn't it? Low-hanging fruit. It was cheap and small victories. Go on, tell me 100 more ways she can say that. I didn't get to read that. It was alright. Unfortunately, for you, cheap things don't hold up well. Okay, thank you. It's clearly the witness just speaking of forgery. The defendant's name might as well have been about this, is what she meant. So that makes sense. Give me a break. She absolutely did not mean it like that. In case of this virtually as small as this can easily be covered. Would you say so, witness? Prosecutor will just leave you to you. Please, testify again. And please, no metaphors this time. Okay, Kan-chan will give you a better reason. I guess that really did too much for a case. Don't give up, Yu-chan. With every contradiction you point out, it's one step closer to the truth. You're making great progress. Just hang in there. Closer to the truth, huh? And we just have to chip away at this prosecutor's case little by little until it collapses. Collapses. How we narrowed it down. The lockers were found by the basket wasn't the one in the hallway. It was the one in the clubber. All the members of the school out of club kept access to the clubber. Also, only the club members which know which lockers. All as I can't. Also, only the club members would know which locker belongs to whom. Combining the motive and the one who could have done this, Kazumi-chan. Oh, okay. Appears that the fence is only a possible culprit after all. Indeed, there are only around a dozen students who have access to the club rooms due to the fingerprints sensor on the doorknob. Only only the defendants could have both opportunities and moments for the crime. Would you say so, defense? This isn't looking so well for us. Hey, didn't you see any contradictions in that? Well, to be honest, no. So we're screwed? There's still a chance, Yuja. It's not the end game just yet. Maybe we can see this around if you press. Cause press her? Like what, on her stomach? You think it would squeeze the truth on her way? No, I meant like asking questions about her testimony. Pressure her. It's entirely possible for her to say something we didn't know before. It could be our ticket out of this bench. Defense, would you still like to cross-examine the witness? Of course. I wasn't even reading it. I just said that. All right. I'll better give this a shot. Otherwise, our chance of winning here is would be even more shot. Okay. All right. Lockers on the basket. The only time from the hall. This is from the club room. Okay, there's nothing to press there. Only members of the house is club room. Only clubs we know through who. This is a good thing we need to press right here. Right now. Alright, back to what I was saying. The only member cards is more members have access. Let's press this. If I think perceptors are resolved, correct? That's right. Doors are centered to detect if it's jammed or being held open for too long. In case of the guard would go off, meaning it's possibly someone's sick to sneak in and slim to none. I hate my hearing aids sometimes. Because they go off, on, you know. Oh my god. But supposedly someone from the club opened the door to let someone in. I suppose that's possible, but... confusing. I can't hear the game. Wait a minute. Do you think that's kind of a leap in logic? Everything is the line of reasoning based on assumption. Based on assumption, there's no definitive proof that my client was the one responsible. Uh-oh. Access records. Access records. Yes, access records. Frequent sensors the club it does more than just control whoever enters. It keeps track. What? I hear. I'd like to try your touch of this area. They've been after the club at 2 separate occasions, one at 12:05 and one at 3:30. For calls to enter the court at 3:30. How unfortunate the victim have to be here in this courtroom right now. Toast, did you see the basket of your locker the first time you entered the club room? Did you? Well, no. God damn it. Order, order. There's been no the defense approves of the ceremony. So in other words, the only time the basket could have left her as the seat of crime was between the first time and the second time. See, the only person entered between those 2 times was Kazumi-chan. That seems to be the case. Anyways, please add this to your testimony. Sure thing. Sorry you. I just blew our chances. No, don't worry. It's not your fault. They got us good. Is it over for us? According to the records, Ka was the only one who entered a time between. It must have been her. At 23. What? What do you mean? Get a load of this zero owner. I'm sorry. According to the road, you're telling me that this is what she saw her, but shut off at 4:30 the same day. Son of a bitch, I don't understand. I actually don't get it. Coach, you said yourself the code twice. Yeah? Fortunately, when I arrived at the event to get to see him, there's also had happened. But it shut off before. There would happen to be one at 4:51, but it was shut off before the systems at 4:30 prevent the list moving longer than necessary for evidence sakes. Or the 1:51. The 11:51, Kirsten went in there to take a nap, which was long gone by the time and Kata time got there. She should have just briefly said the basket wasn't there at the time. Catcher has built a strong case. It really doesn't look like anyone else could have been a crime behind besides the defendant. Does really know who's done it? Ah, was there? Wait, she wrote? Is that it? Is that all she wrote? Suspect. Half-eaten bread is invited victim. A large, not confirmed. Burned to not be laced. Suspect's diary. Twist tied on the floor. One twist. There is someone. Actually, there is someone. Oh, who might that be? I'll show you. There's another person who could have committed the crime. Me! There's nobody we know. Evidence. There's a tie. I'll try this. Here it is. I run out of think about my defense. Unfortunately, I suck. There's really no one who's done it. Wait and see. No use. I better just. There's a lot stronger than the last one. Yeah, but you start to get aggressive. Still, we can't stop here. Remember to press the witness for measure by hitting Q. So opportunities open up. We just have the what works for. It's in the club. Well, there's only one I have. That one I've impressed. Said one minute participate. You're the leader of the club. You don't know? Okay. It's just getting to that part. Guess I gotta use more. No penalty though. That's good. Cut switches are. Okay, so you say road twice. Yeah. When to investigate. And 150 to shut off the system to make when to take a nap. I'm sure it's long gone by then. Okay. Is there really no one else? There was someone else who also committed the crime. What if it was you? Wait, you don't wear a tie. You wear a tie! What if it is you? Ah! I have no other option, so... Me. What if it was you? You know what, screw it. So, witness, you said Emma was gone by the time she arrived. She has nothing to do with the crime, right? That's correct. I see. What about you? Huh? Figure were just actors who had to submit. This isn't really about who's least. I assume it only works from the outside, so people don't get locked in if it fails. How do we know you didn't put the basket in after she left the first time? Wait, this is wrong, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, witness. Must consider all possibilities. Oh, I'm stupid! Suppose you brought the basket with you when you first entered the room. Hide it somewhere in the club room until the fetish came and left. Would it have been possible for you to place the basket then? It would be easy to frame my client. Is she? I'm the detective. If you were still in the room after the victim left the first time, then anything could have happened. As previously established, the victim happens to be in the courtroom. How fortunate. Well, could you explain her again? Were you still in the room when she left? Well... Defense has a fair point. We're going can't rule out this possibility. I did. I got her. Great going, Yu-chan. For a second there, I was worried our goose was cooked. Although, if... Kanata is the culprit. Wonder why she would do such a thing. And one way to find out. Prosecutor, is there anything you'd like to say in response? No. No? Correct. Nothing needs to be said. The defense argument is how I should put it. Baseless assumptions. She saw this coming? The prosecution's trust in the witness. Just tell them what happened and you'll be fine. Okay. Figures she has been so come to create her own witness after she accessed the records of it. It's like it's not over yet. I gotta keep pressing on. Really? In that case, show us this evidence that contradicts the diary. Well, obviously this one. I would like to take a look at the access records. According to the access records, the only tip the defendant entered the club was at 2 p.m. However, how then is this entry on this diary from 12:05 p.m. on that day? Ridiculous. The defendant simply wrote her diary at 12:05 outside the club room and brought it in at 2 p.m. to place it in a locker. No. And you don't suppose to have any proof of that, do you, prosecutor? Sybil, really? I wonder how you're not seeing this. Defense wrote it in the room at 12:05. She would have been in the room with the victim. Alright. Kazuma was in the room with her at 12:05, was she? Actually, she was! Huh? What? Will that be known, prosecution approved of that testimony? No way. Maybe I overdid the little cocky prosecutor thing. Unbelievable. The reality of the situation is the access register are not definitive proof. It looks like her and the defendant entered the club simultaneously at 12:05. That was another possibly anyone could have possibly entered at any point, assuming that they were entered when someone else leaves. As a result, the defense assert that this is not enough evidence to convict the defendant. Court has determined that it's not enough information for proper ruling yet. There's way too many questions left unanswered for a casual suspicion of the defendant over the witness. Phew. Kanatan is off the hook. In light of the rest of the court is adjourned for today. Both the defense and prosecutor are searched for more evidence for the respective cases. Well done, Yu-chan. You did it. You made it hard for the... Oh no. I like the AI twitch. Let's not get hasty. When I said the prosecutor was ready, I meant the prosecutor was ready. The prosecutor would like to present a second witness. Second witness? Your Honor, the witness will be prepared in 15 minutes. Very well. Court will take 15 minutes for each so they can be prepared. That is all. Court adjourned. So this is a recording of later on, but hey, it works. Phew. That was tough, but it looks like I managed to pull through to some extent. You did well, Yu-chan. It looks like you really have a shot of winning this. You think so? Oh boy. Su-chan got another witness coming up. It could go either way. She waited until now and called the next witness, so they might be more determinal to her case than Kanata-san was. You never know what to expect in this type of situation. Maybe what the next witness saw will completely break our case. You don't know until we can try until head on and take it head on. Senpai, you're cool in there. That senpai gets the biggest, cutest Kusumi wink. Here it comes, catch. Hold on, Kazumi-chan. This ain't over yet. He's got another witch cuddling we have to tackle. Can senpai see how the man get Suki got in there? Why is she trying to so hard to get Kazumi in trouble? Senpai, do you think she hates me now? No, absolutely not. The prosecutor's duty is to attack the defense cases. She's not doing this out of only any mission. So what do you think the next witness is, Yu-chan? Someone like Emma-san, we might be in trouble. Who knows? We're just gonna have to go in with high spirits and hope for the best. Don't worry, Kazumi-chan, I'll pull the truth out of this situation by the end of the day. Oh boy. Oh, to be continued. Huh. Oh, it's still, I think this is chapter, it's still episode 1, I believe. Aya. Yep, we're totally done for. Can you state your name and occupation for us? Sure, I'm Emma. My Farasha? I'm just a student and a school idol. Thank you for that. Witness, please testify where you saw the clubroom between 12:05 and 3:30. Okay, sounds good. Oh boy, I don't even remember because this is recorded on my birthday. When this other parts of this is recorded in May, so I don't even remember. I have okay. Here's the evidence. Enter. Okay, this is this. Okay, I have to remember. Lace loaf of bread. Happy birthday. There's 3 breads. Well, 4 breads because one was eaten. The diary was a 1 of 5 retrieved in the classroom club, and she was in there. Okay, 2 of 5. I arrived in the club room to drop some stuff off from my locker. Got him. So 2 of 5 is right here. Okay, but you arrived here. Okay, that just makes sense. But I won't immediately press it. That's probably wrong. I just arrived at the door, so I ran into a cosmator who opened it from the inside. Cosmator suddenly said, "Shh, don't tell us. I left a basket in there." She took off, and I entered the room to see there was a basket in front of the locker with 3 yummy-looking loaves of bread. At this point, I just dropped myself, woke up Kantan-chan, and left with her. You're kidding, right? We're in a picky, Jen. Mei-Mei-chan is basically incapable of outright lying. Everything she says point the figure at Kazumi-chan. I'll say, how the heck am I supposed to cross-examine my way out of this one? Don't lose hope yet. There's gotta be a contradiction somewhere in there. Somewhere. What's wrong, defense? Throwing in the towel? Absolutely not. The defense refuses to back down just yet. Although, to be honest, your crummy attitude isn't doing me any favors. Alright, time for cross-examination. Is this? It has to be. I knew it! Witness, are you aware what this is? A journal of some sort. Right, specifically it's a defendant's journal. Pressed as evidence as she had a motive. Entry here is wrote in at 12:05 p.m. on the day of the crime. In this case, Kazumi-chan detailed how jealous of her cuteness was on that day. Classic Sharon. Combined with her nature, I can see why she wants to sabotage poor her. Yes, but there's a problem. The entry stated that Kazumi-chan only saw her in all of her glory at 12:05 the day, no earlier. So tell me, how should she prepare a lace loaf of bread at 10:30 a.m., an hour and a half before she saw her? Ah, that's true. So the defense hasn't seen the victim at the time she's prepared the bread, which means the whole time we're assuming the defendant had prepared the lace loaf with some sort of revenge of prettiness in response to her prettiness. However, we now know it's impossible for that defendant had such feelings at the time she prepared the bread, that she had no motive. Therefore, the defense has no reason to commit this crime. And don't say that's just how she is, because that's not a valid response. Court agrees it would be unfair to indict the defendant unless there was a reasonable motive. Well, what do you say, witness? Oh, why are you asking me? Wait, sorry, my bad. I got too caught in the. Let me try that again. What do you say, prosecution? That's correct. Without the money in the diary, would have been enough to consider the defendant's guilt. Unless she had another motive. What? Another motive? Let's just the defendants explain. Ayumu-san, if you may. Wait, what am I actually explaining? Something happened the day before a crime, do you remember? Wait, could it be that? Do I have to? If you want, I will. I mean, I don't want to embarrass you, but this is important. So the day before the crime, she was in front of the restroom doing her Ayupino to herself in the mirror. Oh, that's cute. I just remembered, I need to go home and feed my cat. Right now? At this point, she walked in, another by Kazumi. Sure, he had an argument. The defendant was upset by being walked in on, while the defendant was upset about being cuter than him. Where is this coming from? I guess bread isn't the only thing she can pull out of behind her. That said, if she's willing to resort this kind of it might be closer to truth than I thought. I wouldn't put it far off the realm of reality for the crime to be motivated by this incident, to be honest. However, you do realize this is not qualified as valid evidence, correct? Where, however, the witness testified that the connections of the story with this crime. Usually press again. Mr. Caption posts a picture of her social media account. Sorry if I know about it. Well, the other thing you snipping about the post was the single word, the caption Unity. Not sure what Kazumi-chan meant by that, but I'm sure it means that the loaves looked identical is part of the theme of the bread. Wow, coming for Kazumi-chan? That's really pretty. Alright. Alright. I have to... Is there anything off about them? Wait. It could just be... Auditory, the bags looked identical. Wait, check. The bread might look different. Wait, hold on. Oh, I'm dumb. It might just be this. She didn't mention anything at the time, so it made it look... No, wait, I'm a dum-dum. It's just this. Wait, I'm a dum-dum. Oh, it wasn't that? Okay. All four breads in the basket were baked identically. Lace and Mishirma try to eat double branded, containing a bread filled with sweet cream. Nope, I was wrong. All four loaves were... this one? No? By the way, all fours in the bread were baked identically. Break to my computer. The lace bread of it was flash planted in the booby-trapped gift. What the fuck is it then? Oh, I'm losing. I'm for sure losing, huh? All I have is this. That makes sense. Oh! Oh, okay. I figured it out. I finally understand what's going on here. The four loaves of bread could not all have been identical. Oh? Do tell why. Yes, I'm curious to why your empathy is as well here. It's in here somewhere, I know, but which part? Four of us could not be identical. At the following part of the crime shows why. Oh, fuck. Suspect is to believe the lace the bread was... Evidence found a half-released side of the... Confirmed to have not been laced. One twist tied... Oh! Wait, hold on. Evidence found. Yeah, it was the evidence. It's all here. The evidence found related to the crime. Really? How does this show the four loaves of bread have been identical? Please enlighten us, defense. It's quite simple, Your Honor. Up until this point, we've covered all the evidence listed in this recovery show, except the twisted tie. What could a little twisted tie tell us we haven't already established? I'll show you. This basket of bread collected at the scene of the crime. Indeed. You know, none of the loaves are packaged using twisted ties. They are instead packaged with flaps. Yet the witness claims that all the packages are packaged all identical to each other. I was wrong about that? So what does mean? Could it mean the witness was mistaken? I don't think so. The defendant posted a photo of the bread on her social media, didn't she? That way we can be sure all the loaves were identical. Look, you said you looked at Kazumi-chan's post on her social media, correct? Were there any loaves of bread packaged with a twisted tie? Actually, no. None of them were. You guys can look it up for yourselves if you don't believe me. Hang on, so the loaves of bread were packaged identically at first, but then by the time the victim got there, one of them was packaged differently, which means only one thing to make... There's only one thing it could mean. The twisted tie found on the floor, which means the loaves that was used to package had been open. That didn't make sense. I am sorry. Moreover, the only loaf of bread that was open at the time is Kamatan's investigation of the scene of crime was the laced loaf. That means the replaced loaf and the laced loaf are one and the same. Then who could have swapped the laced loaf? Defense, what do you make of this? Emma. There's only one person who could have been. Could it be? The only one who planted the loaf is... You. Take that! Emma-san. Could it be you? You were the one who placed the lace glove. What did you just say? Pardon me, could you say that again? Sounds like you were accusing the witness of committing a crime. Of course, listen carefully. Emma-san, you were the one who laced the bread, wasn't it? Hold on, we gotta listen to this one. Let me turn it up a bit. Oh, we found it. Me, defense, are judging the witness commit the crime? Of course I am. Think about it. Between the time Kazumi-chan took the photo and the 4 identical loaves of bread at the time after arrived to take a bite out of the laced bread, only one person came into contact with the said bread. Who, Praito? Was the one other person? That's right. It was the witness, Emma-san. Which explains stuff. What is the meaning of this? No, that can't be right. What? The fence is full of dribble. It's not even considering the possibility the defendant could have just dropped off the laced loaf after the witness left. Sorry, but that could not have happened. Kazumi-chan could not drop off the laced bread after Emma-san entered at 2:05, as shown by. Oh. Please look at the provided access records. You notice that nobody entered the room between 2:05 when the witness entered, as Kazumi-chan exited at 3:30 p.m. when the witness entered. Now, if you recall, the prosecution themselves stated that nobody else between Kazumi-chan leaving and her entering. Guess what? That includes Kazumi-chan herself. No. Sorry to burst your bubble, but you know that all means nothing, right? A little twist side won't get you anywhere. For starters, are you aware that Detective Kanatan wasn't present at the scene of the crime during the entire investigation? That Kanatan mentioned the access roads were shut off before at 4:30 p.m. and she returned to the scene of the crime at 4:50 p.m. So it could be extremely easy for the defendant to return to the scene to the crime between those times to plant the twisted tie that seems crime to trick people just like it. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I know in fact it's absolutely impossible for that to happen. Huh? What? That was impossible? Yes, and here's why it's impossible for her to have entered the scene of the crime between 4:30 and 4:50 p.m. Is it here again? I'm just gonna check real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Was it? Oh, yep, it was here. Oh, whoops, wrong one. That's supposed to be E. If you look here at the crime report, you see that the suspect was apprehended at 4:10. She was taken away before the access roads were even shut off. There's no way she could have barged into the classroom afterwards. Damn it, she's right. What was I thinking? And now for the moment of the truth. Witness, be honest. The loaf of bread you placed in the basket wasn't the same one you received for Kazumi-chan, was it? The pressure's truth is in the witnesses. Come on, witness. There's no way the defense is correct about this rubbish, right? No. Defense is wrong, correct? No, it's true. The bread was a different loaf. The hell? Dun, dun, dun. So what really happened was the Kazumi-chan's photo of the bread before the end of this all 4 loaves were packaged identically at first. However, a lone twist tie was found at the scene of the crime, indicating that one of the loaves had been wrapped differently at the time of the crime. And only one person came in contact with the bread between those 2 times. Therefore, the defense attests that it was not the defendant who sent her the laced bread. It was the witness, Emma. And there we have it. It's unbelievable I'm saying this, but the one who pulled this cool prank on her apparently has not been Kazumi-san, but Emma-san. Defendant's Defense? Yeah, defense. I must command you. Against all odds, you managed to prove that Kazumi-san was not, in fact, responsible for this crime. Have I done it? Is it finally over? No! Do you really think it's over? Didn't think so. This time, although I'm ready. My state defense. Your ability to ride up the court is impressive. It makes us to forget to slow down and look at the facts. Even I found myself too distracted to ask myself the simple question. But we're all calmed down now, so let's take a step back for a second. There's one portion before the right steps, all of this will turn itself on its head. Something we forgot to ask ourselves. Yes, and the one simple important question is why? Why? Yes, why? This whole time I've been racking her brain why on earth Emma-san would want to pull the stunt on her. Yeah, I've yet to come up with one. It's what happened then. Emma-san's so sweet and friendly. I couldn't even think of a possible motive. Proshner is right. We're currently looking at a lack of all importance, a motive. She's right. We haven't found a motive to commit this crime. No use. I failed. She was right. Emma would never have a motive to do the crime. Which is why I'm thinking, maybe she did it by accident? Accident? Your Honor, please wait. The defense is sure there's still a possibility that the witness is mistaken about what actually happened. This is the most desperate attempt to prolong the trial possible. You're saying the witness's testimony is wrong. Making the action true to ensure you have the evidence to back it up, right? Prosecutor is right, but the court of all evidence is everything. Therefore, if you make the accusation, you must present evidence. Well, defense, do you have evidence to back up your claim? He says that the whole case hangs on this decision. If I assume Emma-san really accidentally had a laced loaf made, then she must have misinterpreted one piece of evidence. But which one? The piece of evidence I must have betrayed is... Emma-san, you were mistaken about this piece of evidence. Huh? I was? How so? Well, I was thinking perhaps you misidentified piece. Yeah, well, yes, but... I don't think it misidentified it, yeah? Are you ever sure this isn't, like, a slight exchange, maybe you misidentified it? Your Honor, defense is a burden of my witness. That I cannot allow. That's enough. The court seems no reason for it to put on the show. I failed. Guilty. Damn it. Retry. Whoops. Well, this one. This bottle of moisture is used to lace the look. Emma-san really did use this lace one. She must have mistaken it for a bottle of starch. Gotta think carefully. Just show her one part of the moisture. If she's mistaken for the... What part? The bottle itself. The bottle's... The name of the label. I write down the name of the trade. Can you take a look at me? Can you please read this for us? Of course. It says... Yeah, we figured it out. Witness, you read that just says this as in the name of the mustard used in the lace bread. So it does, huh? And like this, it's possibly you made some mistake when you picked out the filling of the cooking room. I did. You're right. I didn't want to believe that I could make such an awful mistake as sabotaging a gift for a friend, but it's true. My son laced the bread. So that's it, huh? That's what really happened. But how? How could you mix up those two ingredients that look completely different? See, I wasn't sure. How could you confuse a spicy mustard with sweet cream with different names? I've heard it probably had to do with the origination of the names. The origination of the names. Yes, the origination of the names. Which was written as this. And which was written as the... she read it backwards. First glance looks identical if I read it backwards. So I figured Emma-san, being a foreigner, We're used to reading things left to right. Wait, so it's right to... Oh, so the sauce name is this way instead of this way. However, you look at the shirt itself, it's written, you know, that it's written right to left. So being in a hurry for class, she mistaken the difference between the, exactly. Amazon herself, name, actually read, says, yeah, but wouldn't the cookies never realize it was baked a loaf of bread with spicy butter? She didn't think that was weird. But sure she did, but when we started this session of the trial, I was afraid I wouldn't get anywhere with this conversation because Emma-san was too trustworthy. I didn't think she could lie. Emma-san said she was on good terms with the cooking assistant, right? Maybe in similar ways she trusted Emma-san's judgment too much to question it. I agree. If Emma-san was in a hurry and requested I do something important for her, I wouldn't have questioned it either. Well, I've got to hand it to the fans. You've done a fantastic job in convincing us. Indeed, Emma-san could have been the one behind the whole situation, including myself. I trusted my own judgment too much. I wanted to be correct a mistake, but I ended up just causing another mistake. I was too careless. I didn't think I could actually mess up this badly because of that. Poor Kazumi-chan got the blame for me, blame for instead. Now that you-chan showed us what really happened, I know now I was wrong. I need to own up for my mistakes, huh? I'm sorry. I hope that you can forgive me for all of this. Congratulations, Kami-san. You picked out a good defense attorney. Because it looks like you've been cleared of all charges. Of course, never doubted the senpai for a second. See, told you. Was it Kazumi-nin? Just because something bad happens doesn't always mean it's Kazumi-in's fault, you know. I mean, don't mean Kazumi-in would like to go home. Hang on, Kazumi. Judge needs to call the verdict. Who knows, maybe she would have something to show us that would put you back under suspicion. You wouldn't do that, would you? Quick, Judge, call your verdict. So to say that she isn't me. She's a little paid out for saying all the self-incriminating things to Emma-san. Very well then. The court officially finds the defendant not guilty. Yay! I did it. That's all. The court is adjourned. I did it. I actually did it. I won. Way to go. That was amazing, you-chan. You know, at the end of it all, I have to say that was all pretty fun. I'm actually looking forward to the next one. You did it, senpai. Kazumi owes you for that one. Maybe Kazumi will owe you one, or maybe not. Thanks, Kazumi-chan. I'll look forward to it. Hey, guys. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry I ruined your birthday yesterday. Can I make it up to you? Can I ever make it up to you? Don't worry, my son. I'm already over it. You guys are my friends, okay? You're all too important to me to get upset at. Besides, I had it worse. It could be as bad as the time I got possessed by a demon, or the time I went to Mars to bring the joy of idol to the merchants. Huh? That actually happened? Wait, no, never mind. I think the second one is where I had a dream I had. You're telling me the first one wasn't? Emma-san, how could you? It was left Kazumi to take a bullet for something that you did. Why'd you do that? Sorry, Kazumi-chan. I really thought you were the one. You wanted to prank her for the argument for the day before her birthday. No, that was apology gift. That's why I said unity on my social media post. But in that sense, there was an uncertainty about who did it, right? There wouldn't have been a case if it wasn't. Oh, hey, Kanatan-san. I was playing the detective. It was fun, But next time, go easier on Kanatan-san, Sean, okay? Right, so every point I spotlight that Kanatan. I had to consider all the possibilities, you know? Back. Oh, it's all. Maybe Kanatan would be speculated next time. Oh, it's you. Senpai, thanks for brewing chow. We're gonna put it online soon. I'm sure everyone will love it. Alright, by the way, maybe you could have toned down the evil prosecutor stick next time? Sorry, did I overdo it? I thought it would be more exciting for the watchers if the prosecutor was more villainous. Wonder why, Edgeworth. I had the full confidence in winning this trial. Setting up a raging antagonist would make it a takedown more satisfying for the viewers, you know? Yeah, it is. Wow, you're a completely different person in there. You're right. Next time I'll find someone who's like that. Naturally, then the viewers who won't be so confused by the sudden personality change if they happen to know what the processor is like normally. Not what I meant. Bad idea. I'll give it some more thought then. To be honest, I'm not satisfied just living off here. I want to do something to make up for it. To her for accidentally feeding her laced loaf of bread. How about I cook you an all-new laced bread, mustard-free, of course. Well, if it's this, then I'll be gratefully accept. Also, no, I'm not in the mood for bread after all that. Maybe something else. Sure, how about a cake instead? It is your birthday after all. It was your birthday after all. Consider it a late birthday cake. Flavor though should be meaningful. So something that she hasn't tasted yet. I think I just got the thing. Hey, how about this? The cream thing. She's only tasted the loaf bread. The author were taking as evidence. She never got a taste of this, did she? Oh, great thinking. One flavored cake coming right up. Please comment. Oh, I got an achievement. Custom will help out you too. You know, make sure you know what you're doing, right? No more mistaking mustard for cream, okay? Because we just want to have to go through another trial again. Speaking of trials, son, I'm surprised I didn't think you were capable of lying as much as you did back in that trial up there. I never lied during my testimony, but you said you put the bread you got by it was completely different loaf of bread. I didn't say that. I said the loaf I had into the basket. No mention of who it was from. Basket? You said you didn't touch it, but you put the loaf in there, right? I didn't say that. It's true though. I didn't actually make contact with the basketball floating in. Oh, she's a slippery one. Then what about the cream? You said you wanted to know for future reference, but you actually wanted to use it immediately to sneakily cover up for a mistake. Well, I started cooking a bread in a few seconds after I asked you about it. A few seconds in the future is still a few seconds, isn't it? I didn't know you were so cunning. Didn't you, Chan? When you got 8 siblings, you're bound to figure out a trick or two. And posted. Whether this gets a good response or let's all celebrate this as a successful trial. Sure. Anyways, I could really go for some cake right now, Amazon, since you're offering. And of course, Katan-chan. Would you care to join us for the cake after Kazumi-san and I are done? Chan. Sure thing, Katan would go get set to San-chan as well. And it's a date. Come on, everyone. Let's go. And that's it. Aww. What a great image. And that is all. Thanks for watching.
Shut the fuck up.